This is Grace Potter, live on Austin City Limits Radio.
Every song I sing sounds like I'm calling to you. I'm falling harder day by day. And every word you speak, the doubts that linger in me begin to slowly fade away. I'm hoping that the morning's gonna make it here on time, 'cause I can't wait to find you by my side. I can feel you, and you can feel me, and I fall deeper with every heartbeat. And when you call me, I'll come running. I fall deeper with every heartbeat. I fall deeper with every heartbeat. And I tried to tell myself that I could live without you. It left me lost and so alone. So I will keep you close, lay your head beside me. You bring me joy I've never known. I'm hoping that the morning is gonna make it here on time, 'cause I can't wait to find you by my side. I can feel you, and you can feel me, and I fall deeper with every heartbeat. And when you call me, I'll come running. I fall deeper with every heartbeat. I fall deeper with every heartbeat. So please believe me when I say, I know I'll never be the same. The only sure thing is that everything will change, but I'm gonna be there waiting when you wait. And I'm hoping that the morning will make it here on time, 'cause I can't wait to find you by my side. And I can feel you, and you can feel me, and I fall deeper with every heartbeat. And when you call me, I'll come running. I fall deeper with every heartbeat. I fall deeper with every heartbeat. Yeah. Thank you. That's a song I wrote for my little baby boy Sagan and my wonderful husband Eric. And for those of you not sitting here in the room, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, which is that Sagan is snoring away. He has stolen the entire VIP reserved couch in the front row. I'm really sorry you guys had to sit on the floor, but as long as he's not snoring too loud for the radio, I think I'll just keep playing. I'm also very glad it's not 6 a.m. too. I think this is serving us all really well. So I'm gonna do a song that you may know. It's been on the radio a bit, and I've really enjoyed playing it for the radio audience because it's super different on an acoustic guitar. So get ready for a very different version of my Valentine-themed song, Love is Love. I don't care about pride. I don't care, I wanna call you. I don't care, I've gone off the rails. I'm crazy, falling for you. Well, I promised I would never stray, but I'm thinking about you every day. Now I'm standing here outside your door. I just can't fight this anymore. Love is love. It takes a hold. It'll change your life, make you lose control. You can't explain the things it does, but hearts are hearts, and love is love. I never said I was a saint. I never said I'd be his savior. I never say I didn't try to fight against my human nature. So let the past and future fall away. I will worship these wounds every day, and the cuts that bleed from my mistakes couldn't keep my heart from giving way. Love is love. It takes a hold. It'll change your life, make you lose control. You can't explain the things it does, but hearts are hearts, and love is love. Love is love. Love is love. Yeah. Something just ain't right when I'm up all night. Something about you lets me know I'm human. I'm flesh and blood, and love is love. It takes a hold. It'll change your life, make you lose control. So let it shine like stars above, 'cause hearts are hearts, and love is love. Hearts are hearts, and love is love. Thank you.
Grace Potter live on Austin City Limits Radio. You'll find Grace Potter tonight at ACL Live at the Moody Theater. I saw a conversation with you recently where you were talking about the talkback that
Yes.
you have in your in-ear monitors.
Secret talkback.
You can talk to the band.
Yes.
What do you have to do to activate that?
So it's a little foot switch, and the microphones hide on stage, although now everybody knows where they are because I told everybody. It first happened when I was on tour with Fish and then Dave Matthews, where, you know, if you put on a certain special pair of headphones when you're watching the show, you could hear a whole lot of other stuff, like catering was really good tonight, wasn't it? You know, or like, I just want some juice box. I need a juice box. Things like that where, you know, it's an important thing to be able to communicate production information, like my keyboard's not working, or this cable has got a crackling noise, or can I get more of so-and-so in my monitor? But really, we don't use it for that at all. We just joke around a lot.
But you do use it to change the set list as you go
Yes.
on. And I'm always interested in audience dynamics.
Yeah.
These people are all paying to see you. They know what you are, who you are, etc. All the audiences should be the same, but they're not.
No.
And some audiences want different things, and some audiences come together
Yeah.
and create different vibes, as hippie
Every
as that
single night.
sounds. What's that about? Why is that? Do you have a theory?
I think it's because people come to concerts to feel something that they get something from it. It's like when you go get a massage, or if you go, you want to, I don't know, go hiking in Tibet. You make these pilgrimages to somewhere beyond your regular life, and everybody brings in something different because everybody needs a different thing at different times in their life. And I'm very, very sensitive to it. I'm really pretty well tuned to what people want, but sometimes I don't know, and so I do turn it over to the audience quite often and just invite them to make requests. That was something that Jackson Browne taught me how to do, to be gracious and invite it, but also know when to be like, okay, but I'm going to do what I'm going to do here. So it's a balance, but I really enjoy it, and all that it means is that my poor band and production crew have no idea what's going to happen ever. And there's a lot of chaos in their brains, but I'm always pretty sure it's the right thing to do.
The short story of this record that we won't go into is that there's a divorce, there's a new marriage, there's a child, there's a period where you're thinking about not coming back.
Yeah, I thought you said we weren't going to get into it.
No, but but you've said that one of the things you came to realize about music is that while it had given you this career, this life,
yes,
everybody around you was getting hurt.
Yeah.
And I think when we see people, especially somebody like you, who once you put on the Flying V, I mean, this is a different Grace Potter.
Yeah, you're getting acoustic Grace this morning.
But is there some element of, while all that's going on around you, you're somebody else on stage? Is there an alter ego on stage?
It's not like a Sasha Fierce thing, it's more, I think when I was in the band, the Nocturnals, I had this sort of superhero mentality that I could save everybody and that everything's gonna, like, I have control over how people are gonna feel. And that's the really wrong and very egotistical way to look at the world. But at the same time, you have to have a little bit of that, braggadocio swagger that we see in the artists that I love and that I've always admired. And so that energy and power comes across one way, but internally and in my soul, I really care about people. I want everybody to be okay. It's not this, I'm gonna fix you because you're wrong and I'm right. It's more that music seems like an important tool for communicating and sometimes saying the things that you can't say to somebody with normal, everyday language. But
when we think about the swagger of what you do, I watched this morning you and the Stones, the Gimme Shelter clip.
Yes, yeah.
How much do you have to put aside the fact that that's Mick Jagger, or there's, or it's the Dead, or it's Billy Gibbons, it's whoever's standing next to you.
Yeah.
How much do you have to either decide they don't matter, they're not who I think they are right now?
Well,
what's the mind game
there? That's an interesting question, and no one's ever asked me that before. I think it's probably harder for me to know. It changes per person. Like, when I'm in a room with Robert Plant, I am very aware of the fact that Robert Plant is telling me stories about Led Zeppelin. And, when we were learning Gimme Shelter backstage, talking through the choruses and what's going to happen, Mick Jagger has this beautiful dressing room setup. And I found myself really, I was focused on the music. I wanted to get the song right and make sure I knew what was going on. But I also was like, oh man, I got to get I'm like this navy blue pipe and drape that he's got going. And like, the sofa's really good. I need to vibe my space better. Yeah, Mick's really got this dialed in. So I just sort of distract myself from being overcome by it with some people. But sometimes I just jump on them and lick their face, like what I did to Iggy Pop. I actually licked him. I don't know. It happened before I had a chance to even wonder if it was an okay thing to do.
One of the things that you almost did, should you have quit, was gone back to house painting.
Yes.
And apparently gardening's a thing?
Yeah, I'm a terrible gardener. I killed a lot of plants, but I learned how to garden in the 4 years I took off.
Because I always did like landscape architecture with my company. I had a contracting company before that paid for my first album, and my sister and I used to paint, faux, finishes to make it look like Italy, or murals for a kid's room or whatever. But I never stopped painting. It's a very big passion of mine. It's my super happy place. So.
Is it because it's the same part of the brain that writes songs, or a different part?
I think it's totally connected. In fact, when I'm writing the set list, I like to be painting or doing something with my hands, because then I can sort of not sit in front of the computer and be like, oh, this is the song list, and these are how many people requested this song on Twitter. It's like it's never going to be mathematical. But the days that I just sort of dictate the set list out loud while painting are the days when I don't really have to change anything, because I've already channeled the night into what I'm doing.
Is there some part of you, particularly with that gap between records and the thought that maybe you'd quit?
Yeah.
We had 800 and something people try to get these 40 slots in our room today.
Wow.
You're this close to sold out tonight at
Yeah.
ACL Live. Is there some part of you that's surprised, particularly how different the music industry is, that anyone still cares about Grace Potter?
Yeah, every day I can't believe it. I get very these shows since we started this tour have been really different, because it's sinking in more that people are glad that I decided to keep making music, and that it's not just something I'm doing because, oh, here she is again. Okay, I'm putting out another record, going back out on tour. This was a real break in my life where I needed to identify what really makes me happy about being on stage, what really, really feeds my soul. Because before that, I think I was just more of like a radio antenna for everybody else. And so I've really taken ownership over the things that make me happy. And one of those things is when I walk out on stage and I can really listen to the audience. I can really feel it. It's not this thing of overpowering everyone and being this rock goddess superhero. Although there are moments in the evening that get there, it just needs to feel organic. It can't be forced, and it feels very genuine. It's a really wonderful way to experience the live show.
The kid sleeping on the couch clearly has no interest in what you're doing.
He doesn't care.
Does he have any idea what you do, and
Yes.
when it becomes time, how do you explain this?
Sagan is 2 years old, and he understands. He sees my record, and it's like another toy that he's playing. I go, "Mommy, there's like a mommy over there, and there's a mommy right here," and there's the concept of mommy. Just like all kids now with phones, they see something that represents something that it is not necessarily all of. So he gets all of me. He and my husband get the whole picture, But I do think this record wouldn't have happened if it weren't for him. So he understands that he's a part of it. It doesn't feel like a separate thing from the music that I'm making. He's definitely within me. And they say having kids, it's like having your heart outside of your body walking around. And I feel that way, and I also feel that way about the music. It's like he's a walking song to me.
Grace Potter's tonight at ACL Live at the Moody Theater. The album is Daylight, and this, again, live on Austin City Limits Radio, is Grace Potter.
Hanging by a thread, the truth is almost gone. There's no more love to say. You always got your way, but I'm tired of holding on. All your expectations fall on me until I can't breathe. What's it gonna take to make you see that I really don't know me space and time. Was that all a lie? Just a way to hold me down. Now the water's flooding in, and you come back again. Oh, but baby, can't you see I'm drowning? Oh, your expectations, they fall on me until I can't breathe. Tell me what's it gonna take, babe, to make you see? Yeah, oh, that I really don't know what you need, but I really don't think that it's me. And you never can tell where love leads, but it don't lead back to me. I said it don't lead back to me. No, it don't lead back to me, baby. Oh, I gotta let it go. No, I do. Gotta leave it be. Oh, giving up the ghost. Can you set me free? Come on, baby, set me free. Yeah. You know I really don't know what you need, no, but I really don't think that it's me. You never can tell where love leads, but it don't lead back to me. Said it don't lead back to me. No, it don't lead back to me.
Thank you. This is how I tune. I go by ear until the band tells me, Grace, you gotta stop doing that, because like all the other instruments have to be in tune as well. It's hard to pitch a Nord electro keyboard into my weird tunings, but they're not here right now, so I get to do whatever I want. But I love my band, the Daylights. They'll be there tonight. But this particular song is a song that I usually do solo, even at the concerts, because it's a really personal song for me, and it's probably a big part of why I started making the album Daylight, because before that I didn't feel like there was any song that was worth sharing. I didn't even really have any songs. It was more just ideas that weren't completed. And I started the actual real process of like, all right, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make an album, because of how powerful a healing tool I felt this song was for me. And I'm really proud to have it out to the world now, and it's a song called Release. I know that I caused this pain. I know you can't let me go. Crying in the midnight rain, waiting on a miracle. I release you, though it's hard to say the words. And I release you from holding on to the bridge I burned. I release you from the darkness, from the love that we swore was true. I hope that someday the sun will shine again and you'll release me too.
if I'm in your arms, even if you touch my skin. I could never change my heart after being where it's been. I release you, though it's hard to say the words. And I release you from holding on to the bridge I burned. I release you from the darkness, from the love that we swore was true. Oh, I hope that someday the sun will shine again and you'll release me too. 'Cause I could never change my heart after being where it's been. I release you from the darkness, from the love that we swore was true. Oh, I hope that someday the sun will shine again and you'll release me too. Oh, you'll release me too. Thank you.